I never meant to see it. But life doesn't always stick to the script. It was a Tuesday night, one of those quiet evenings that blends into the rest. The TV murmured softly in the living room. Dishes were still stacked in the sink. The kind of silence that used to be filled with laughter now just lingered heavy in the air. Anna had left her phone face up on the nightstand while she showered. Steam slipped on the bathroom door, and I could hear her humming some tune I didn't recognize. Then her screen lit up. The preview stopped me cold. So, same hotel tomorrow night. Can't wait to see you again. For a moment, I just froze, waiting for the world to make sense again. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe the message wasn't meant for her. A glitch, a wrong number, something explainable. Before I could convince myself, another message appeared. I'll bring the wine this time. Just bring yourself. My chest clenched. My throat went dry. I'd never looked through her phone before. Not once. I'd never needed to. Trust had always been the core of our marriage. Or at least, I thought it was. My hands trembled as I unlocked the phone and opened the thread. Weeks of messages scrolled by. Plans, excuses, nights she claimed were deadlines or last-minute errands. Evenings I thought she spent with friends. Lies, wrapped neatly in normal life. I didn't recognize the name, but the tone said everything. It wasn't innocent. She was planning nights away, rehearsing deception, and tomorrow was another chapter. When she came out of the bathroom, wrapped in a robe, smelling faintly of lavender, the same scent I'd fallen asleep beside for years, I went numb. Then the thought hit me like a punch. Tomorrow, she'll smell like him. I didn't say anything that night. I let her sit next to me on the couch, her head resting lightly on my shoulder, her phone now held close to her chest. I even made a weak joke. She laughed. That familiar laugh that used to warm me. But now it cut deep. I realized it wasn't warmth anymore. It was hollow. I didn't sleep. I lay there beside her in the dark, staring at the ceiling as every memory twisted itself into something ugly. Every late night, every distant moment, every excuse suddenly made sense. I remembered our vows, for better or for worse, and wondered what those words meant to her now. By morning, I knew I wouldn't shout. I wouldn't break. I would end it with clarity. That Wednesday evening, she came home later than usual. Too much makeup. Too much perfume. She smiled when she saw me cooking at the stove, but her eyes flickered, a brief hesitation, the look of someone already halfway gone. "Smells good," she said, setting her purse down. "I thought we could have dinner together." I replied evenly. It's been a while since it was just us. I could see her mind spinning, reaching for a story. "Actually," she started softly, "I might have to step out later. Sarah from—" "Don't." I cut her off. "Don't lie to me, Anna." Her face went pale. "I know about the hotel," I said quietly. "I know about him." Her lips parted, but no words came. The mask she'd been wearing cracked right there. Guilt, fear, shame spilling through. "You don't understand," she whispered. "No," I said sharply. "I understand perfectly. You made a choice. You planned it. You were about to walk out that door and look me in the eyes while lying straight to my face." Tears welled up. "It's not what you think." "Then tell me what it is." I demanded. "Tell me why my wife couldn't just say she was done, instead of sneaking into hotel rooms." The silence was unbearable. Then, barely audible, she said, "I don't know why I did it." I laughed bitterly. How convenient. We sat across from each other, the dinner untouched between us. She fumbled for explanations. Loneliness, feeling unseen, it just happened. But betrayal doesn't just happen. It's chosen again and again. Each excuse felt like another wound. So what was the night supposed to be? I asked, my voice cracking despite my effort to hold steady. Your grand escape? A romantic night. While I sat here believing you were with friends. Her hand shook. I wasn't going to go. "Don't lie to me again," I said coldly. "You were dressed for him before you even walked through that door." Her tears finally fell. "I made a mistake, Daniel. Please. I didn't want to hurt you." "But you did," I said quietly. "The second you sent that first message, you did. Every night you kissed me goodbye. Another lie. Every "I love you," another cut. She reached for my hand. I pulled away. "Daniel, please. I still love you." I shook my head slowly. "No, you don't get to use that word. Not anymore. Love doesn't look like betrayal. Love doesn't book hotel rooms." The rest of the night blurred into tears and desperate apologies. She swore nothing physical had happened yet, as if that erased the betrayal written in every message. But the truth was, it didn't matter. The damage was already done. That night, I packed a bag. She followed me from room to room, crying, begging, promising. "Don't leave. We can fix this. I'll end it. I'll do anything." I paused in the doorway, suitcase in hand. "You were willing to risk everything for one night with him," I said softly. "And now you expect me to believe you'd do anything for us? You ended this the moment you chose him." Her sobs echoed through the apartment as I closed the door behind me. That first night was hell. A cheap hotel, a thin mattress, me, staring at the ceiling, wondering how my life had unraveled, how the person I trusted most had been the one to break me. But with each passing day, the fog began to clear. Her tears, her messages, her apologies, they all came too late. Because when it counted, she didn't choose me. People asked if I regret leaving, if I should have given her another chance. Here's what I learned. When someone shows you what your love is worth to them, believe them. And it showed me. The night I said, "Don't lie to me, I know about the hotel," was the night I freed myself, because I finally understood I deserved someone who never had to be stopped in the first place.